If you're not a full-on lunatic for your person, what are you even doing? If you are not driven to an absolute unhinged rage when you catch wind that there could be something sus going on, then why are you actually in a relationship? And this goes for men and women. If a man is not completely obsessed, worried, thrown off balance, if he sees something that may indicate that there's a threat to the relationship or to his standing in my life, and he is not absolutely unhinged over that, I'm not interested. I don't want it. And this might be controversial, but I'm the exact same as his woman. In my last relationships, I was so nonchalant. I could play off the unbothered, bored bitch all day long and really not care if my man was flirting with other women online, looking at Instagram, people having a wandering eye when we're out in public. But at this point in my life, bet that I am absolutely unhinged, crazy, a mad, emotionally unstable witch when it comes to anyone or anything that would threaten me and my man's relationship. Story time. And listen, this is me being totally vulnerable and definitely not looking in the best light. But I'm going to share for purposes of making my point. My man has completely scrubbed his socials of anything that would look untoward, of anything that would cause me distress. He is completely committed to my safety. He is completely committed to my emotional safety and me feeling like I can trust him. And he has scrubbed his Instagram of any women that he was following prior to me that he was dating and any thirst traps. But the other day we were sitting on my couch and he pulled up his stories and I saw as the very first line item on his story bar a woman, and I asked, who is that? And he said, oh, that's just an old friend that I've had from high school. And I said, why is she coming up number one on your story algorithm? Like, you're obviously watching her stories. And he's like, well, I have watched her stories before, but like, I don't remember the last time I watched her stories. And I was fine for a hot second, and then I flew into an absolute unhinged tantrum. I went off on him. I yelled at him as to him trying to gaslight me and tell me that, you know, the algorithm was not algorithming and that I wasn't seeing what I was seeing. And he calmly did try to tell me, look, I don't know why it's coming up as the first circle on my story bar. I don't watch her page often. I may have looked at it in the past. I don't even watch stories, like trying to reassure me. And I ended up pretty much sending him away. He left and spent the next 2 hours, 3 hours texting me, trying to reassure me, asking if he could please come and talk to me about it. In the meantime, while he was texting me from his home, he went back in and did an even further deep dive, cleansing, scrubbing of his Instagram following, and also did it on TikTok, and ended up driving 35 minutes to come and see me again after driving me twice back and forth from my house to his, to come and see me and spend the night with me, and reassured me the entire night that he was committed to me. And what this shows me is that I care about him, that I care so much about our union, that I will not let stupid shit get in the way of the carefully cultivated trust and honesty that we have built together. It is so sacred to me that I will literally shank a bitch that tries to come in between me and my man. And if you are not feeling this way about your man, question that. Like, what are you actually doing? And if he doesn't feel that way about you, like absolutely irate or panicked or any kind of emotional reaction about the thought of losing you to somebody else or to something else, what are you even doing?